a lot of fidgeting around before I press play today. Don't know why. I know it's a difficult time for people this time of year. Obviously, we've lost a lot of people, and it's coming up to Christmas. It's going to be bringing up, you know, lots of heartache. But I really want to push the power of music and the messages that we get from, you know, we are all energy, we are all frequency, and when we leave this physical meat suit they call it, you know, that energy, that frequency is still there, and very often they're always trying to get messages to us. I had 2 very strong messages yesterday in the form of music, and my dad sends me Beatles if he wants to get something across. I've got a couple of experiences that I could share with you. We went down to Lewis to a gig, a charity gig last week, and as one of the guys was leaving the car, he said, he loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Not she loves you, which is as in the lyrics, he loves you. I knew that was from my dad straight away. We went to Canterbury yesterday, and I sat on my best friend's corner and played his song, which I might put in the actual comments. And then when we left, well, there were some shining stars in the sky, but when we left, I went to the toilet before I got on the bus, and the song that I continually heard after he passed, which was like nearly 13 years ago now, was playing in and then I knew it was him. I was just like, it's their way of saying, I see you, I've heard you. And also I was questioning my romance, because obviously, you know, that's natural. And then I got new shoes, which is what I'd said yesterday in the romance thing. So I was just like, please, you know, it's important that we become more aware and of the signs that the universe, but just the veil is very thin, and messages are coming in constantly, and we only have to ask. And believe me, you know, as much as we want to reunite with them, they're also trying to connect with us. I just wanted to get that out there as we're leading up to Christmas and, of course, the full moon. So please can I have, it's the 12/12 portal. I woke up at 12/12 on the 12th. I don't know why I slept in so late, but I was clearing out a lot last night. Also, I think with retrograde and there might be some distractions that are trying to come in. It's important to recognise, you know, people often don't like being on their own at Christmas. It takes a lot of strength to be on your own and content at Christmas. I've spent lots of Christmas days to get on my own and felt content with that. But a lot of people don't, so that a lot of people might be coming back from the past, you know, thinking, oh, I could have still a connection there. It's not from a place of not wanting to be on their own. I'm just saying, but there's some healing going on in that, even if that is the case. So can we have a message from the fairies for the highest timeline opportunity on this 12/12 portal? What can we work on? What's available to us? What are the energies at the minute leading up to this full moon? There. Bottom of the deck, we have the five of swords. is it the five? Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is going back and forth in the head. It's confusion. It's doubt. It's they're both looking. This is the bottom of the deck. They're both looking at this rose and trying to decide. It's gone blue. It's also in a bubble, so it's definitely a thought. But it's going back and forth, indecisive. It's kind of, Two of Swords reminds me of kind of in the head, in the heart, going back and forth on a decision or on a mental thought pattern. So that's bottom of the deck, but we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is a gateway. The Two of Wands in the Druid deck is like, I've got my hands full. I've got these two wands, and in having these two wands, which represent either creative business or fire energy or magician energy, my hands are full. I've got these two wands. It actually creates a gateway. So the decision is, where do we go from here? There's a gateway, there's an opportunity that's come about to walk through, to move forward. It could be a business opportunity as well. But it's definitely, I don't know if you know about the man on the hill, but it's definitely a gateway to walk through, because you've accomplished. When I think about the wands, I think about the magician. I think about staffs. When we've like spiritually gone through kind of initiations, and we've leveled up. We have these the Two of Wands represents like these two staffs. This, you know, I've leveled up on this side, I've leveled up on that side. That's the gateway to walk through. So I'm just we're gonna have a look at the Oracle Fairies. Again, I've done a lot of chatting at the beginning. I'm gonna try and keep these a little bit shorter, because I know with me, with my short attention span, I find it difficult to stay focused. Or to listen. And I've realised that an hour is quite a long time, even though to me it just feels like it's 10 minutes. Time is an illusion, that's because of, and when we're not, you know, constantly looking at the clock. So give us something with this Two of Wands, this gateway, this opportunity, which is perfect on the 12/12 portal. But I got it 3 times this morning. I woke up after the dreams, picked up my phone. It said 12/12 on the 12th. So we have moderation, which is obviously about, is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthfully, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. But I'm not feeling that it's about food, although it could be about food. I'm feeling with this green energy, and is that a full moon behind her? It's about moderation with everything, moderation with what we consume, where our energy goes, how our thought process is, like, let's see what else came out with it. But with it being green, go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. So again, it's you don't necessarily have to go outside, but it is about being, like I say, time is an illusion. So being in that space where, you know, it doesn't matter I woke up at 12:12 today. So what? It's being in the natural flow of things. I mean, it's definitely good to go outside, connect with the trees, but see how she's glowing? Because she's at one. She's holding a really odd. Is that a book? I'm not 100% sure. Or maybe it's her belly. Maybe her tummy's out and she's got her hands like this, which is around the solar plexus. So when we tune into that that part of us, that solar plexus part, it puts us, whether we can get outside or we can't get outside, it puts us at one with oneself. Go outside. But again, that might be where the opportunity is. And we had life energy. So again, the happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light. Sorry. And reveal anything in the shadows that may need healing. So she's opening up, arms open, receptive, you know, source energy. This is source energy. And there's again, it's like, I demand anything that doesn't belong to me be removed. Frequency, energy, and mind be returned immediately. Click your fingers 3 times and feel your source energy. This could come in creatively as well, but it's about being open to receiving and knowing that you are the light. It's nothing outside of us. So shine the light, moderation, and we have magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to enter into the unknown. Yes, this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. So that is the 2 of Wands. That is the gateway. That is the 1212 portal. But we have to trust if we're going to move forward. And I think that's where this 2 of Swords is back and forth, but it's in the head. We have to master the mind. The mastering of the mind brings us to the King and Queen of Swords. We've mastered this back and forth on decisions, back and forth on mental thought patterns. When these negative, intrusive, people call them intrusive, you know, oh, I can't do this. But it's about changing that mindset. And then again, like I say, the 2 of Swords can be back and forth between the head and the heart. Which one is, you know, we need to be moving forward into this new earth from a heart-centered space. No judgment, like even on ourselves. We've got to release that, like, you know, we can't have these self-doubts. And again, like I say, we're all human, but when I had self-doubts about my romance reading, and then I got the song that I sang in it, and I'm like, yeah, we are always 100% supported. So there's transformation going on. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. And she's so excited. Again, it's pink, so it's in the heart space. She's got butterflies around her. You know, maybe she's seeing herself differently. So that back and forth could be, like I say, a program. But it's like she's not in any resistance there. And again, it's like source energy. Send it, you know, be open to receiving the energy that is pouring in at the moment. Magical gateway. Let's pop her there. Transformation. And we shall see what the whispers of healing are saying. I do like to chat at the beginning, but yeah, I think it's important, you know, that if you just hear get those little songs, and they're just random, it's just a dimension. We are multi-dimensional beings. So 2 of Wands. Healing card for the 2 of Wands. We get quite a bit at the minute. So again, I think that's triggers. So yes, you could be, like I said previously, triggered. That could be that back and forth, back and forth. There's some triggering going on, which is kind of like, I see triggering as activations. It's almost like a trigger to act upon. Oh, this triggers me. Right, where do I need to do the work on that trigger? So what have we got? We've got strength, which is the number 10. And there's a full moon in the background. And we've got this beautiful lion. And we've got this tiny little fairy-like child directing him, riding him. Having the strength to move forward, having the courage and the strength to actually not know where we're going and what we're doing, but being open to it anyway. If there's massive changes going on, you know, you lose your job, your partnership splits up, whatever it is, it's having the strength to trust that this is for the highest good. Because it's a gateway. There's loads here. I don't know if I'm going to take all of them. Receive healing. So again, it's about being open to that life energy, that source energy, because it's available to all of us. But we have to be open to it. So receive healing. So that could be going on in the subconscious. We also have nurture. So it's a 4. There's a new moon there, but she's curled up and she's taken the time out. She's taken the time out to look after herself, nurturing oneself, giving us personally what we kind of either give other people, possibly, you know, unconditionally, but giving it back so that it's balanced, nurturing oneself. And again, that could come under, these are both green. They've got a very green element to them. So it's nurturing ourselves with what we eat, what we think, what we do, what we consume, what we watch, where our thoughts go. Nurturing that, paying attention to it as well. There are quite a lot of cards here, but if it's, you know, we've got the 12/12 portal, so maybe there's a lot to be said, to be seen. Guardian. Now this is one, there's a little person on a golden ship, and obviously the guardian is just saying, I've got you. So back to messages in music, feathers, robins, whatever it is that gives you that strength to understand that we are multidimensional. And, you know, people that have left their physical body are just the other side of the veil. We are being looked after 100%. It's almost like they're guiding the ship. We have to be open to trust that. Control. So this could be letting go of control issues. There's a well, I don't know if that's the moon, and that's a number 10 as well, so that's like clearing out. But again, her arms are open. It's almost like she's going with the flow. She's flying with the rest of the birds. Maybe they've all decided to fly south for the winter, you know, but it's like, I let go of control of outcomes. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going to land, but I'm just going to open up my wings and fly with it, getting in the flow. letting go of control. Unconditional love. So this is about, I mean, there's two people there. This, again, unconditional love does not mean putting up with bad behaviour. Some people get that confused. Oh, I unconditionally love them, so I'll just accept, you know, like bad behaviour. That's not unconditional love. But this is also about unconditional love within ourselves, the good and the bad. And again, it's a purple. So I'm seeing it as this unconditional love in thought patterns, in practicing affirmations. The song that I got from Tig yesterday was Just the Way You Are, and respect. So yeah, basically respecting oneself. We can't ask for respect out from the outside of us if we haven't got that respect, if we haven't learned how to respect ourselves. So again, good affirmations would be good there. Good affirmations, but positive mental thought patterns on affirmations would be good. There's so many cards here. Right, okay, so give me some more on this Two of Wands 1212 portal. This is coming out sideways, and it's come out under Magical Gateway and Life Energy. So this is the Knave of Cups. And the Knave is like a new beginning, a new, this could be a message coming through, but it's on its way in. So that could be like maybe received once we've gone through this portal gateway. The Knave of Cups is, I've got something exciting or something creative or something to do with the heart space. News coming in. It could even be a heart activation, but it's a new beginning. It's the infant of the cups. It could actually be a younger person. Don't know why it came out sideways, but I'm going to put it with the Magical Gateway and the Life Energy. So it could be it could actually be something romantic coming in, but what I want at Knave is you know, almost like the start of, leading up to the King and Queen of Cups. It's the beginning of something activated emotionally in the heart space. News coming in, or a new idea or a new feeling. It's definitely a heart creative, you know, I fill my cup. Venture. Could be a new venture. You may receive messages with the Knave as well. We have the Judgment call. So this is the wake up call. And it's also the card of the rebirth. So I've completed a complete cycle here. I've gone through initiations, I've challenges, obstacles. I'm doing the work. The opportunity is here for me to step up, step through. I hear the call. It could be, you know, you might see 1111. It could just be like, enough is enough. So we've got the Six of Cups. This is sometimes the Six of Cups, like I said before, is people coming back from the past, but it's reminiscing. She's staring in the water and she's remembering things. Childhood, possibly, but nice childhood memories. Things are coming up to the surface. It's a very, very good energy to be in for manifesting. It's almost like daydreaming. But the sixth, the wake up call, and the Six of Cups is, it could be people coming getting back in touch from your past, from your childhood, or memories resurfacing, so that we can heal them. With triggers at the bottom of the deck, it's being brought up into the mind space. But the Six of Cups also is see things as they actually are or were, rather than with rose-tinted glasses. There is this element of like, and the moon does that as well, this element of illusion and delusion, even though it brings things to light. So we've got, again, this is another sideways one, and it's the Nine of Swords. So there's anxiety that is leaving. Came out that way. Anxiety that is leaving. When anything comes out sideways, it's either coming in or it's going out. And it fell underneath nurture. So it's about nurturing our anxieties. When we feel anxious, it's good to sit with it. It's like, what is making me feel so anxious? What's keeping me up at night? I'm so sorry, I'm really blocked at the moment, but I'm not complaining because it means things are clearing. But it's on its way out. So there's mastery there in controlling one's anxieties about moving forward into, you know, through gateways, through new opportunities, either business or the anxiety is leaving. It's been mastered. We have the Tower, which is quite, you know, you can't go through a magical gateway or the Two of Wands without it actually, you know, bringing everything right back down to the root, which is all it is. It's old structures, thought patterns, relationships, behaviours. When we get the Judgment call, it's like this call is, I'm coming in to, and we can be the Tower as well. I'm coming in to break down anything that's not built on structures that don't serve me. Let's see what else fell out with the Tower. And the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like this Two of Wands, this opportunity is going to be moving us into this Nine of Pentacles, as in, I have everything I need. I'm sitting pretty. She's got her eyes shut, so she's not trying to control anything. She trusts that source energy and is going to bring everything to her. She doesn't look outside of, she's just content. She's content being on her own. She's content with her with her home life, and she's got plenty, and she's got enough to give out, whether that be and these, when I see pentacles, I think of gifts. So she's got plenty of gifts that she could just, you know, give out. And she's, you know, content with that. That's why she's asleep. So this Nine of the anxiety is moving out through this trust, through this I surrender control, through I demand respect. I demand respect, not just from you know, people around me, but you know, from source energy. Having the strength, nurturing oneself, learning how to conquer the anxieties of moving forward. Nine of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we've got the Hanged Fair, which is I let go of control of outcomes. So it's a little pause. It's about like I say, surrendering, looking at things from a different angle, changing thought patterns, viewing things in a different way, but giving up control. I let go of control of outcomes. I'm just going to surrender to source energy, but the universe or my higher self. So we can see it in, when we're multidimensional, we can see it in two different ways. We can either, you know, kind of give our power away to something outside of ourselves, or understand that we have already done this and there is a future version of ourselves that is where we have to let go of control of that, though, because that's the ego that wants to come in and go, oh, you know, oh, it's itchy, sorry. It's trust. I trust I'm being guided. I trust I have guardians steering my ship. There are forces, you know, outside of us or around us, like I say, when we leave this physical body, we just become light again, which is what we are. Beautiful, bright, shining light. If we were to go up into the sky and look down, we would see stars, because we are stars. That's what we would see. We wouldn't see the flesh. During 2020, when I saw people being activated, they were lights coming on. Activations. Hopefully this isn't a bit deep. Oh, that flew out. That flew out on the tower, but it came out upside down, so I turned it round. So it says stolen in her sleep, unaware, unconscious and unawakened, but it came out upside down. So I'm saying that is the wake-up call. It fell out on the tower, on judgment, and on this Nine of Swords moving out. And also with it, you know, that is sorry, no more time for sleeping, no more time for being unaware of what's going on around you, unaware of not paying attention to the music that you're hearing, unaware of people's vibrations. That is the wake-up call. So that fell out on the tower. Let's that 33. That's the thing. If I pay attention to the time, I'm only going to see it as the numerology rather than, oh God, I've been going on for ages. We had a lot of 3s and 6s yesterday. And then, of course, 12, 12, 12 equals 9. 9 is wish fulfillment, magician, manifestations, nearly completion, storyteller. Tell your story, legacy, and write your wisdom. That's a 4. So again, that is foundational work. That is rewrite your story, tell your story, speak out. I've been stretching my neck, working with my throat chakra. Speak out. Tell people, you know, this is my journey. This is where I've come from. I am now drawing a line under it. I'm going through this gateway. I'm going to create some new foundations. Not based on my triggers, not based on my trauma, based on my victory, shimmer, glamour, confidence, allure and charisma. So like I said, when we leave, when we look down, if we could go up and look down, we're just shining light. But it's asking us to step into it, step into that light, glow, go and, you know, get yourself out there, be seen. It also looks very much like the respect card. So it's like, you know, there's no ego involved in you know, the respect for myself. I've done this work is going to make you shimmer, is what I'm trying to say. It's not an ego thing. It's like, this is how much work I've put in. I deserve to be sitting pretty like this because I respect myself. I respect other people. I've done a lot of work on attaining that crown. Oh, she's glowing with self-respect. What else do we have? So the Three of Graces: cooperation, ventures with friends, joy, sharing, new partnerships that are fun. There's a massive, great big, and it's number 1. So obviously, after the Tower and the Judgment Call, it's a new beginning. But this is with like-minded people. So this is collective energy. This is finding your tribe, celebrating together. But it's calling it in, and it could be that once you know, you've had the wake-up call, this is automatic. The friends that have possibly been around before the Tower, you won't have the same you know, connection with them after the wake-up call, after going through a gateway or a timeline jump or whatever you want to call it. So it's going to collapse. Everything's going to, it's going to feel like you know, I've got to start again. And then the golden gift, which is the number 6. Magical help is on its way, which is the Guardians again. It's about trust. But this feels more like a gift. She's kind of like, you know, pointing up to the fairy. And it's number 6 as well. So again, it's about receiving. But there's something coming in, and she's so, like she isn't completely naked, but she is open and vulnerable to receiving. And that's not vulnerable as in I'll believe everything I'm told vulnerability. It's about stripping down and getting to the root of things, being completely honest with yourself and honest with everybody around you. So I'm gonna close out, close down, close with a rose. Might just actually see what the fairy tales have to say with this magical 1212 portal gateway. But moderation. So no overindulgence in anything, really. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Whatever it is that activates your heart, that gives you source energy. Because it doesn't come from anyone else. It comes from within, and it's about doing what we love. It charges our batteries. So the book, interesting, 10, and it fell out on Stolen in Her Sleep upside down. So it fell out on on the awakening. So this could be, again, it's about the storyteller, the book. Something is information when I see the book, or it could be about writing things down, but it could also be, like I say, a wake up to a creativity which might involve writing or telling your story or getting it out there. The book is a reveal. So something is going to be revealed. Something, what number is it? So it's a number 10 and it's a diamond. So it's almost like it's got treasure coming out of it. Grimoli, I think, is written on there. But there's something coming out in this gateway. Interesting. The book, a reveal, or write a book, or start writing things down, you know, expression, creativity. But I do get the feeling, yeah, might even be secrets, but it's definitely something opening up, knowledge. Storyteller. Sharing stories. Don't seem to be. The fox. Now the fox is very cunning, and there's the letter at the bottom, and there's a wolf behind it. And the letter's in a picnic basket. It's a number 7. So you could have news coming in. Or like I say, the book, it's a reveal. There's something coming in, and it's coming in the form of like this. The wolf, I feel, are very protective. You get the lone wolf, but obviously on this letter, he's stamped it with his paw prints. So I do feel that it's something like the Guardian. It's something, the news that's coming in is going to be, it's a reveal of something. But with the fox, let's have a good old look at this. I mean, when I used to think the fox was quite sly, but it's a number 9, and it's asking us to be, it's tuning in. The fox is actually, and I didn't know this before, but the fox is actually the guardians of the realms of the 3D and the fairy realm, and that's why they go around at night. And he's got this little package there, and he does kind of look like a guardian. But the fox, I would say, is, it's this mastery, I think, you know, of, they say they're very cunning. But where's it gone? Oh, it's disappeared. But the fox, I would say, is like mental ability to be able to, you know, solve things very quickly. And it could be romantic, but there's definitely news coming in. Protection. He's put this letter is sealed. It's tied up, and he's actually put a stamp of his paw print on it, which is almost like in the olden days when they used to seal the letters of the stamp. So it could be legal, but it's definitely coming from a trusted source, somebody that's got your back. Wolves in packs. And again, that might clear out. It's the 3 of graces. It's the coming together of like-minded people, all who respect in a collective of respect that, you know, have each other's backs. Won't tolerate conversations of low vibration, things like that, which just came to mind. But the fox is someone who's very much in their head. And in the dark, I guess. They come out, they're a bit nocturnal, aren't they? I mean, you do see them during the day, but again, it could have something to do with the gateway. If it's a dimensional gateway, the fox is there as the protector. Close with the rose. Close with the rose. So at the bottom of the deck we have the fertile void, and again with this surrender gateway, you know, transitioning. There is like this, it's almost fertile ground. So it's inner winter, rest, patience, potency, and a secret beginnings. So again, like I say, the fox and the book is like something's coming to light, information, and we've got quite a few here. I mean, the table's full, but it is what it is. The grandmother, remember your roots, perspective, and trust the weavings. So the grandmother is generational stuff. And again, this gateway could be that there's especially with the storyteller, something might come to light that is an activation in order to go through this gateway. Because that's what it looks like. All these grandmothers are around this white light in the middle. Like some form of activation that's been passed down. We are nature, becoming grounded, embodiment, and living in connection. Again, it's that go outside. It's that there's nothing to do except be and let it come to me. It's sitting in the Nine of Pentacles, and that could be the wake-up call of I've been trying so hard to do this, do that, be this, be that. This card is definitely saying we are nature. Let's get into the flow of what it's doing outside. It's not in a rush to get to spring, that's for sure. The breathing rose, heart healing, emotions, connection, and time eases. So there's definitely some healing going on here. I love you lots.